It's been 2 years. This is the third year that we've done something like this. And from the beginning, the goal was to try to reach young people.
Thought about how we can honor Jada and make a difference in this space. And we wanted to hit that age group. Seeing it today really did our heart good.
When Coach Grant and Chris lost their daughter, Jada, a couple years ago, they reached out to CareSource to figure out what could we do to honor Jada. So they created their foundation called Jay's Light. And when we met as a group to talk about what we could do, that was how the CareSource Invitational for Mental Health was born.
Today's game is part of the CareSource Invitationals, a series of games with a mission to raise mental health awareness. The CareSource Invitationals aim to encourage discussions with young people about mental health and deliver the important message, it's okay not to be okay.
Like we talk about turning our pain into purpose. That was it today, to see so many kids be able to hear that message and to talk about it.
My hope is that they understand they're not alone and that whatever they're going through, they can make it through on the other side.
Like mental health, the more we can talk about it, the more that we can share that help is out there if you need it, that if we could impact one person's life in this arena, that it was worth it.
I'm so grateful to see you all here for this very important program. Some of you may know we lost our daughter to suicide. We just want you to remember that you matter and your life matters, and life is so much better with each of you here.
The cause that this game represents is really, really special. They care and they're passionate about mental health. They're passionate about overcoming the stigma. And when people need help, being not afraid to ask for help. It's awesome. I'm all in.
Hardest part is to ask for help when you think that's the weakest part.
From my past, I was suicidal. To see what I've gone through, and I don't want anybody else to go through that, I'd love to see the hope that other people can be able to have like me.
You wouldn't think a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid would have some of the experience that they can look you in the eye and you can see it, that it means a lot to them, whether it's their own personal story or someone they care about.
Well, mental health means a lot to me because I've seen people in my life struggle with it. For example, my brother, I lost him in 2018 due to mental health, so it was kind of tough for me. You can't really take the step forward if you don't know what you're really going through.
A young lady told me today, a neighbor of hers, 16 years old, didn't make it.
With my siblings' grades and in my grade, people who have committed suicide, and just see how poorly that affected their family, and no one wants that to happen. Sometimes you have to ask those hard questions because at the end of the day, you would rather have your friend with you and mad at you than being gone.
You can feel or see something's wrong. You be that person. You be the person that sits down and said, what can I do? And that later that person comes back to see you and hugs you and says, you have no idea the impact you had on me. And so I want them to feel all that. Understand they're blessed to be where they are. And you know what? Pass that on. By you overcoming that, you don't understand how it's going to help you the rest of your life. That you know when things happen, I can overcome this, because you've done it. You've already done it one time.
That it's okay to not be okay at times, and there's resources out here to help, and how we need to be able to break the stigma. Some of them sitting there may not have recognized that they had stigmas around it. And so to be able to have that conversation today is everything we hope for.
So I think the same thing will happen when we conclude this game this year. I'll go back and I'll say, what can we do to make it bigger next year? Because I do think we're reaching a lot of people, we're making a bigger impact. So I think you're gonna see the CareSource Invitational grow a little bit more next year, and hopefully we can impact millions of more kids, millions of more families, and that's the goal, right? We need to make this as big as we can because the message is just too important.